House Oversight Committee ranking member Elijah Cummings refusing to let go of the Michael Flynn controversy. As the New York Post's Michael Goodwin takes a look at the power plays on Capitol Hill in a new column, reading in part, quote, "It wasn't a question." Cummings was trying to turn the departure of Michael Flynn into a club and use it to batter President Trump like a baby seal. Michael Goodwin, New York Post columnist, joins us. He's also a Fox News contributor. That's some strong, very descriptive language.
Well, look, it was it was a Valentine's Day, but this was not a Valentine to Donald Trump. It was clearly this what did he know and when did he know it? He's trying to invoke the Watergate line, and of course the New York Times picks up the same line the next day. And I just think this is so far afield. This is not a legal issue for Donald Trump. This is not a legal crisis. This is a crisis, but it's a political crisis. And I believe that there are political ways to handle it and solve it. Primarily, I believe he's got to, A, get the White House in order. I think he needs to delegate supreme authority in the White House to presumably the Chief of Staff, if not someone else, who really runs the White House, runs his schedule, controls access to him. As Leon Panetta said yesterday on Fox, you need a little dictator in there. And the president has to appoint somebody as a dictator in the White House.
In addition to some other things, you talk about perception is everything in the middle of these kinds of battles.
Right.
And you just talked about also, and we have the quote here, perception is everything in running the government, and danger follows the image of being beset by outside criticism and internal squabbling. Lost momentum is hard to regain when supporters are demoralized. We talked about the fact the president's having this, they describe it as a campaign event on Saturday, going out to sort of rally the troops again. But you talk about taking internal control. You also talk about the fact he needs to light a fire under folks on Capitol Hill. He needs to get some concrete, substantive policy things done.
Right. Look, he was elected for very specific reasons. Immigration, trade, jobs, 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 rebuilding the military. If he can focus on those things and show results, then I think these internal problems will take care of themselves, this political nature of the Democrats trying to bring him down. If he is popular because he is successful, then this backbiting and this Watergate nonsense will come to nothing. But it's all about the momentum. He started fast with the executive orders, but they are of limited use. You've ultimately got to work with Congress to get the big things done. Now, for example, tax reform. Paul Ryan is saying tax reform won't happen until the summer or the fall. Well, you could easily see that slipping into 2018. And then I think the impact gets diluted by time. In other words, if tax reform is going to spur the kind of economic growth the president has talked about, 3.5% to 4% of GDP, then he's going to have to move sooner to get that bang going, because it's going to take a little while to filter through the economy. So I think that look, there's a new president, new to government. A lot of these are rookie mistakes. A lot of his things have hit him very quickly. But I think the way forward is really a way of substance with a political strength. And I think this rally, it's really kind of a revival rally to remind people, and I think also to remind him why he was elected, what those people want him to do.
Well, you talked a lot about them being in crisis, and a lot of folks think crisis presents opportunity, and we'll see if this administration, how they use that potential opportunity to move forward. Good to see you today.
There's still a great reservoir of support, I think, for him, and a lot of people sitting on the fence waiting to see if he can deliver.